Okay, another quick video, and with the same clothes because I'm recording it at the same time, like soon after, because there's stuff I want to talk about and I'm going to record it at the same time. But there was a new champion reveal for League of Legends, and I kind of wanted to talk about it. The entirety of the League community thought it would be one thing, but actually everyone got baited. So everyone who accompanies the lore of League of Legends thought that the next champion was going to be Isolde, which is Viego's wife. I didn't think that. For some reason, my brain completely, I don't know, erased the section of the Riot reveal on the beginning of the year, and I was confident the top laner was the Yordle for some reason. Even without that, even if we discount the fact that I had a humiliating moment on Twitter where it claimed that Riot had confirmed it was the Yordle when it wasn't. I also thought it was weird, the idea of adding Isolde so early, because the main storyline with the Ruined King, even though it's like an old plot in League of Legends, the climax just begun. And adding her now, I feel like it would be weird story-wise. It would only make sense as like the last thing. Viego's trying to resurrect her, right? So it should be around the ending of this arc in the League of Legends story to have her come back. Even if we discount the fact that I was that I had my expectations messed up, I still thought that that would be weird if they added her now. And they didn't add her now, they added Gwen. Gwen is a doll that was made by Isolde, who was a seamstress when she was alive, and that doll came to life. Now, there is an interesting thing about Gwen's reveal. I normally say that the League of Legends community is divided between gay and homophobes. You're either gay or homophobic. Everyone in the League community is either in one of these two categories mostly, and that's for a lot of reasons that one day maybe I'll delve into it. And of course, it's a little bit of an exaggeration, but that's very much the energy the community gives off. And that can be said by the reactions that people have of champions like Gwen. Her style is supposed to be kind of waifu-y, cute girl sort of scenario. And by one side, we have a lot of dude bros going, "Oh, they're adding another e-girl. Oh, I hate women," and that sort of thing. They're like that. And there's also other people going, "Oh my god, Stan, look, another cute girl. Yes, let's go." I think those two groups of people, some of the reactions are always kind of exaggerated over how much they like the champion or dislike it, because they're always kind of reactionary to the other group, and that's the League fandom right now. I think Gwen is not very good design-wise. It's not, and it isn't even because she's cute. I think the idea of making her cute and bubbly and kind of is cool, but her concept isn't well executed. And even some people, there's these two sides, but there's always like the middle of people going, I don't think this concept was that well executed. Like, you can see, because the thing is, you look at her and she feels extremely generic. She feels like if someone took the concept of a doll that came to life and gave the most generic anime waifu treatment possible, like the most rip-off mobile game splash treatment possible, which is kind of funny because her splash art is actually really good, manages to fix some of the issues of her actual design. It feels a little bit of a waste because it's such an interesting concept, and Riot kind of responded to that, like the developers, and it's really funny because the different reactions to this are incredible. We have one guy who claimed that they didn't make her an animated doll with doll aesthetics because they didn't want to make her similar to Orianna, who's like a robot, or Shaco, who's also a puppet man, which is kind of stupid. First of all, we have a lot of similar champions already, especially girl champions that look like Gwen. And there's also the fact that Orianna and Shaco have very different concepts than the concept that Gwen would have had. Shaco is like a puppet man. He's not. He's like a cursed puppet man who's going to go around being like, "Whoa, I'm Shaco." And then there's Oriana, who's a steampunk lady. When it would be more similar to like that cute, creepy vibe, which is, I think, is different from what both Oriana and Shaco go for. Another response, which I think is more cohesive in terms of making sense, which is the answer to like, oh, Riot likes to do appealing champions because they're a database company and appealing champions sell more, which is fine. But at the same time, I feel like it's possible to make something appealing and different, because I think it's kind of bad if every female champion that you release is going to be like idol-like, to trying to sell something to. That isn't even the like problem. Like the thing is mainly like her face, her body type. She's a concept that will work so much better like in a child character and really selling the innocent nature of a doll coming to life. They even said that she's like based on Pinocchio or something like that, but they wouldn't do that because they want something that is appealing, and when something is appealing, they also want to kind of sell a little bit on that sexual nature, and they can't do that with a child. Again, selling the female champions like objects of admiration and praise and want, and that is okay, but it's not something that should be inspired for every design that you send. Some people are also comparing to Seraphine, which I think is like different, because Seraphine's design, I think Seraphine's concept is fine. Her design is fine. The only thing I would change in Seraphine's design is that I change her colors a little bit to fit Piltover a little bit more. The only thing that like really makes drag Seraphine down is the way Riot framed her, because her story would be genius if they just like made her a villain, but not a villain like an intentional villain, like kind of tragic thing of someone who's being manipulated by the Piltovan like higher ups to sell this idea that Zon and Piltover should be friends, and don't worry about the Brackern crystals, they're okay. And like Seraphine would be a way to propagate those messages to like both Piltover and Zon, and to sell this fake ideology. And it would have been like implemented in her head by Piltover higher ups, and she believes it, so it's like an unintentional villain. That would work so well with her. That would work so well. It would literally fix 90% of her character. But they don't want to do this because they want to sell a appealing female champion that is just cute, and that's it. And she wants people to be like, oh, I love you, and that sort of thing. They want adoration to their champions, so they don't want to like make them too weird in a way. I don't even necessarily want monster champions necessarily, because I totally understand why they wouldn't want to do this considering what League of Legends is. But making something that is appealing isn't necessarily playing exclusively through such closed archetypes, especially because Gwen is a character that could so easily be fixed. The creator of Gwen made a really weird response for like the reaction. I'm gonna read it because it's really weird. I'm glad the team and I made the decision to create a compelling and beautiful champion together. My personal taste for character design is to create a character that's globally appealing. I don't speak for the team, but I would never design a grotesque and disturbing character. That's kind of a weird way to say this. And honestly, that's not even what people are asking. People just want her to have a more interesting... It doesn't have to be grotesque and disturbing. And also the way that said it. I would never design a grotesque and disturbing characters. How dare you, League players. It's so strange. That's such a strange way to respond to this. This is what are my thoughts on Gwen. I think this video was actually quick. I may do like a video talking about, because I want to do a fan redesign of her.
Actually, she did it. You can check it out here, the redesign and much of other drawings. The social media is on the description. It's not just for ornament. You can check it out, please.
Please commission me, I beg you, and bye.